Hello guys, welcome to my second video. I apologize for not being so long, but shortly after my first video I had a short holiday, then I came back, then I get sick, then my car broke. I see the oil leak, unfortunately from my car. Nice, very nice. So in this video I'm gonna show you how to level the frets, the stainless steel frets in one of my guitars, because one of you guys asked me for that in a previous video in the comment section. That's what I'm gonna do today for you. Maybe next video I'm gonna show you how to fix the vintage two-stroke motorcycle. Nah, that one's too far gone. God damn it, it's so hot here. Okay, let's go inside. I'm gonna show you everything. Okay guys, after having heat stroke outside, I came down to my basement and I'm gonna show you the guitar that we're gonna work on. This is my Strat. I built this guitar for myself from the parts that they were just lying around. The body had small defect, the neck has small scratches, so I decided to use it for myself. And the guitar has single humbucker. It's scalloped, as you can see. It's my first scallop job. Came out pretty good. Oil finish, stainless steel frets, and I'm gonna show you how to level guitar with stainless steel frets and why it's not that difficult. Okay, stick with me. So the guitar is on the bench, and the first thing we have to do is basically to remove the strings, right? So just clip them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are pretty good. So the strings are out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to check the neck relief. The neck has to be straight in order to level the frets properly. So I'm gonna check with the straight edge, and I can tell that the neck is straight. It's actually perfectly straight. Yeah, so I don't have to adjust anything, which is a huge bonus. Now what you need is a tape. You need a masking tape. This particular one was purchased in Dollarama, the Canadian chain store, with the cheap things, right? And this tape was pretty cheap. I don't use any fancy luthier tapes. This is fine. It's not too sticky, and it's not sticky. So you know, it's perfect. Pro Painter. Apparently it's a painting tape. Good. Okay, so now what you have to do is to put the masking tape on the material. In my case, it's a scalloped rosewood. Nice. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna put the tape like so, like here, across the neck, and I will explain you later why it's like this. Or maybe I will explain you now. It's because when you remove the tape, it's much easier to remove everything with only one move, right? Okay. Sweet. So now we're gonna put the tape on. Okay, so the guitar is taped. So this is very important now. When you tape the fretboard, do not overlap the frets, because I've seen many videos that some dude overlap the frets, just put the tape on top of the fret, and then by using the razor blade remove the excess material of tape from the fret. Don't do that, because you always gonna leave marks from the razor on a fretboard. Yes, guess why I know that. Instead of that, you should use something like this, which is a tape cutter, and basically put the tapes in the middle of the blade, cut it, and then you have half of the thickness of the tape, and then you can just apply the tape accordingly to cover just the fretboard. Okay, so that's pretty important, because I see that all of the time with the free fret videos, when someone put the tape on top of the fret, then razor blade, and always you're gonna have some marks on the fretboard. Always. Okay, don't do that. That's my advice. Okay, now is the meat and potato part of the video, because now we're gonna grind. Okay, first what we're gonna do, we have to use the Sharpie like this, like permanent marker, and mark every fret, because this will help you to see if the frets are, which fret is high and which fret is low. Since we're gonna use the file, you're gonna exactly see how much material you are taking off from each of the fret, right? So that's the old trick, and I've seen this in a lot of videos, and that's a great thing. Great trick, always works well. Okay, I mark all of the frets. Why is like this? Okay, nice. Now is the product placement. It's one of my files that I have available in my shop. It's just a straight file, right? Pretty abrasive. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to just stick the file, you put on the top the fretboard, and without applying any force down, you just slide across the fretboard. You see, I don't apply any force. It's just weight of the tool. Okay, I see that all of the marker paint ink was removed, so it indicates that all of the frets supposed to be leveled, and I will show you what I mean by that. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's going to be difficult to see by the light, but all of the markers, all of the marker ink is removed from the top of the frets, which indicates that the frets supposed to be leveled. And now we're gonna polish smooth the top of the frets, and I'm gonna show it to you now. Okay, so now we are using the sandpapers, and now here is the thing: if you are just leveling the frets because there was a slide of uneven frets, then you don't have to crown the top of the fret by the tool. I usually use a simple file like this to make a crown, right? But when you level it so that there is not much material that was taken, you can just take sandpapers and sand them up and down, and you will notice that the sandpaper creates the crown of the fret. I will show you what I mean. So basically, I start with the stainless steel frets. I start from 320 grit sandpaper, as you can see, 320, and I put it like here, like on my finger, right? so the sandpaper just slides from fret to fret. So the 320, the main sandpaper is there. So I removed the most of the material, and I can see the nice crown on the top of the fret. Now we are, I'm gonna use 600, then 1200, then 2000, 3000 polishing compound, and that's about it. The fret should be nice, leveled, and silky smooth. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother you with the sliding the sandpaper. I will just show you the final product when I finish it. Okay. Okay, so the frets are leveled, and yeah, as you can see, the top of the frets is not flat; they are nicely rounded, and I didn't have to use any files to make a crown on top. So just sandpaper. So I use 320, 600, 1200, 2000, 3000, and I also use this. This is a nail polish. Very good tool actually for fine polishing of the frets. I also bought it in Dollarama. Probably in people in state have equivalent of this somewhere. But this is really good, a good tool for just a final polish of the frets. Okay, I'm gonna put the strings on, and let's see if I can achieve low action without any bass. Okay. Okay, so I put the strings on. Action is very low. The action is around 1.1 millimeter on the 12th fret on the E, and 1.4 on the big E, right? Okay, and there is no string bass, nothing. It was very easy. Minimum amount of tool. You don't have to have anything fancy to do the job. And as you can see, everything looks fine, right? Shiny frets. And the whole procedure takes like half hour. So guys, don't be scared on working on stainless steel frets, because with minimum amount of tool, you can do this in half hour, and it's really easy, right? Okay, so the guitar has leveled the frets. I showed you all of the process. It was very simple. Basically, it's a half-hour job, and you shouldn't be like really scared. The thing is that I found one of the threads on internet forum about my neck, and someone says that I'm not gonna buy the neck from me because stainless steel, and then if something happens, it's gonna be very difficult to level, and working on stainless steel threads is very difficult. It's absolutely opposite side, because if you have very hard material as it's stainless steel, it's really difficult to ruin it. If you have nickel silver threads and you are leveling nickel silver threads, to me it's much more difficult, because the thread is very soft. It's much softer, especially the threads that have less nickel inside. Like nickel silver threads I'm using have 18% of nickel, but some of the cheaper guitar have threads that have like 13, maybe 10% of nickel, very soft, and they are very difficult and dangerous to level, because if you push the file a little bit down, you're gonna notice that you removed way too much material. With the stainless steel threads, you have to take more time, because it's just a little bit more difficult to remove material, but in the same time, you're not gonna ruin it very quickly, right? You have to work on it to ruin it. So that's why I prefer working on stainless steel threads. Same as I installed the frets into my guitar, it's easier for me to work. I mean, it's at this point it's no different. I fretted around 1000 necks at this point, so to me nickel, silver, or stainless steel doesn't matter. But to me also, stainless steel are just easier to work on, more forgiving, right? Anyway, Guys, now I will try to make the video every week. I have a couple ideas for next videos. I gonna compare the fret wires, and I will give you my opinion whether stainless steel is better or nickel silver materials. I will show you new products that I have coming out soon. Also stuff for bass guitars. I am working on a bass guitar necks, maybe soon guitar bodies, and that's it. So basically, so regarding the refret, I use only sandpapers, various of grit sandpapers, the masking tape, and the file, and the file that you can purchase from my shop. If you like the video, maybe that's how can you support this video, right? It's very affordable file, and it will last you a really long time. Product placement, hey, it's my YouTube, who cares? Alright, thank you guys for watching my video, and see you in hopefully next week.